Hello, everyone. So my name is Emanuel Thompson. I'm here to give my success story with the carnivore way of eating. So my story, I suppose, starts back when I was 21. I was overweight, and I had come out of a 4-year relationship where I just became a father, and I decided to make a change in my life. So I joined the gym, started training MMA, and I knew nothing about nutrition. So I took it all from the guys from training, and they were all saying to do the likes of intermittent fasting, and then to eat high protein foods, so chicken breast, broccoli, that kind of stuff. So fast forward 4 years, I was able to lose a lot of weight. I was able to put a good amount of muscle mass. I would say that about 50% of my calories at the time were protein, and the other about 40% was carbs, and 10% was fat. So I had the idea that high fat was bad for me. So in the meantime, 4 years ago, so when I was 27, 26, 27, I was in a car crash. I got injured. I couldn't train. I fell into depression. I went from being 85 kilos to over 115 kilos in about a year or two. So when I was suffering from depression, I was obviously using food as a comfort, really. So I was eating, takeaways like every day with my wife and everything, and just wasn't the healthiest option. Let's just say that. So I've put on a lot of weight. I actually lost my job a few times. My head just wasn't in the game at all. I wasn't training either. And about a year ago, so this is just to give you guys the background so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. So a year ago, I actually started doing intermittent fasting, where I was eating all sorts of crap food anyway. So I was still in the depressed mindset, and because of that, I was still eating the takeaways and everything else. So doing intermittent fasting allowed me to lose some weight without having to really do a major change in my life, which allowed me to kickstart my weight loss process, which was amazing. And it was only about 3-4 months into this process of doing intermittent fasting that I then started looking into nutrition, because I then realized if I'm getting these good results without giving a crap of what I eat, imagine if I do. So imagine if I actually try and eat healthy. So this was February this year. I started eating keto, but I never went full keto. And what I mean by that was I kept my protein at 35 to 40% of my calories, and then fats about 55-60% of my calories. Carbs is the bit that I took it right down. So I'll try and have less than 20 grams of carbs a day, and I had awesome results with that. And this is when a friend of mine that has been battling with depression and weight as well told me about the carnivore. And then I don't know if it was by coincidence or not, but then another friend that was suffering from psoriasis also told me about the carnivore. And that's when I started looking into the carnivore way of eating. And it wasn't much different in the sense of much different from the keto, because I wasn't eating carbs anyway. So all I had to do was cut all the vegetables that I was eating. So like I was eating the likes of, cucumber and things like that, lettuce, tomatoes. Um, I don't have any autoimmune disease or anything like that, but I wanted to give it a shot to see what that was about. Since these two friends of mine had success with it, and the more I looked into it, the more fascinated I became with it. Like it just goes against everything that you hear out there, really, and that's what draw me into it even more. I'm the kind of guy that likes to question things and go against the norm, really. I've been doing that all my life. So, but anyway, yeah. So I've been doing carnivore since about May, keto since February. We are now in August, so that's a bit over 5 months. So I gotta say that from the keto moment, over 70% of my diet is animal based because most of the fats from that diet was animal fats, whether that was from fish or from steaks or whatever. So they were always advocating to eat the fattiest bit of the animal, whatever that happened to be. So if it was chicken, I would eat the chicken thighs and so on. I just gotta say, I'm now back to 86 kilos, right? I'm 86 kilos as of today, as of this morning. Really happy with myself. I feel so clear-minded, like my mind. I do feel that brain fog has lifted. I'm not on antidepressants anymore whatsoever. My diet now consists of just whole food. I'm able to train pain-free. So this was one of the things that I was struggling at the beginning. My injuries were still sore in the gym. And now the inflammation has gone down. With keto, it has gone down a bit, and now it's even better. I've also had like eczema issues all my life, really. And from the keto moment, that's when they started disappearing. So there's definitely something to the carnivore diet, I would say. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the story and find it motivational. I'll send a photo as well. And yeah, feel free to get in touch with me if you want more details. Thank you.